We're going to just motherfucking tip, baby. The first tip we're hopping on today, it's a tip that's very familiar to us all, and we already know it's Dan the motherfucking Dan, baby. Dan, 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 dan. The Serpo sapiens, the goddamn aliens, they're absolutely fucking hilarious. It's like if Dumb and Dumber got abducted, their DNA sucked, regurgitated, reproduced, and aliens were like, this is what we're supposed to be as humans. This is peak human form. We shall go forth and pretend to be them. But it's like, bro, y'all are dumb and dumber. I think one of my favorite parts of the alien shenanigan, not the Chiquita dude, right? It's how they treat him like a second class citizen. They're like, listen, free laborer, you are failing us. We're cutting your income. And it's like, and the Chiquita dude's like, what I do? How's it my fault that they OP? Why y'all yelling at me for? Like, why y'all making me the bad guy? I honestly felt bad for him. The other funniest part was where they were doing the goddamn, they're like, the three of us together have the ability to negate psychic abilities, but nobody can move. We call it the awesome zone. It's like, but wait, Johnny, there's more. Because none of us can move while we build this awesome zone, that's why we hired part-time labor. Go beat their asses. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And of course, anytime the Serpo Sapiens pop up, everybody got to get butt naked right now. And I don't know why, but it's hilarious that Okarun is literally spends the entire episode one nut, one nut, one stick out the whole goddamn episode. But good on him. At a certain point, when he transformed, he's like, I'm not even hiding it no more. It is what it is. Me and this shot, we just gotta do some work. And it was dope. Fucking colorful ass episode. Absolutely wild, wild. It was a wild ass one. One of the more wild episodes I've seen. I keep saying that when Dan and Dan ends the season, I want to go back and do a dub rewatch so I can really enjoy the animation and all the depiction. Because some of the choreography from this episode was absolutely amazing. The fight dancing with Okarun and Ayera was fucking dope. The way that they're like using each other's abilities. He's like, I'm fast, you can hit. So I'll do the dodging, you do the kicking. And they was doing a tango ass whoop on this man. Literally piecing them the fuck up. They was doing some crazy work. And of course, best girl Momo was out here holding it down, being the centerpiece, the MV motherfucking P of the whole crew. Put her in the middle with the V because you know she don't forget it. I'm not gonna say that joke out of respect for Momo. For a moment, I say. But I love the moments of her Okarun, absolutely beautiful. The jealousy where like twice Ayera was like, yeah, I'm not backing down. I'm taking your man, and she lost complete fucking focus. I like that. I like the day to day right now. They're not afraid to use some of the modern memes and shit because I very much feel like that the whole zoom into her face, bad pixel gif looking ass shit when her jaw drops after the first time Ayera says it was an absolute unnecessary but hilarious zoom in. I think the pop culture reference is right there in front of us, and that was pretty dope. Um, yeah, it was just a lot of it's Dan Dan just does everything right, man. They do everything right. They give you chaos, they give you action. What I love most, one of my favorite things about Dan Dan right now is nothing is an actual ass pool. Even the way they defeated the monster at the end was not an ass pull. It was foreshadowed early on. If you're paying attention in the last episode, while Momo was actually messing with the damn mantis thing, the teacher's talking in the background, and he's literally giving the sauce, only for that to come full circle and be the way that they defeat it. And it's beautiful, man. You gotta give flowers when they're due. And that's one of those moments where, like, yo, y'all didn't have to do that. Like y'all could have figured out a different way. It could have been like an ass pull. Could have been just like power friendship. But y'all really pulled some shit like that was meaningful. You didn't waste any anime space. Everything that was shown and depicted, it mattered. It had weight and it moved the story forward in a way or another. Dan the Dan does such a great job at it. Fun fucking hastic stuff. But yeah, good ass shit. I'm excited for next episode with the fallout of the famed. I heard there was a lot of controversy when this was in the manga, and when I saw it animated, I didn't understand what the controversy was. It made sense to me. They were about to get R-worded by some aliens and have their organs harvested. So what's the first thing that the aliens do when they want to do those stuff to you? They take your clothes off. So they never got their clothes back on. They defeated them. and then they ended up in the hallway, and then whatever ensued. Like, where's the controversy in this? I feel like they made the characters in the show, the characters in the manga slash anime handled it way better than the community around it did, because that was supposed to be controversial. I don't understand why. It was very much a, oh damn, you are, oh my god, I am, oh damn, we should get the hell up out of here, and they booked it. I don't understand what the controversy is. I feel like if you made it this far in the dandadan, like there was like, and there was like multiple previously attempted R's in like the first episode, and then like the third episode. So I'm like, what are we talking about here? Why was this controversial? But maybe I'm ignorant to it. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe it's a thing of like, this is one of those moments of fake or selected outrage where one person's like, wow, that made me uncomfortable. And people are like, you know what? Yeah, me too. When in the way it was depicted, I really took no reason why this should be controversial of them being naked and laid up together in the hallway. It just made sense how they got there. Maybe it's because they're young, but like, again, go back to episode 1. What are we doing in this whole show? We're looking for a little boy's 2 balls. Wow, that sentence coming out of my mouth, it sounded so wrong, bro. Like, I know. Anyways, I say all that to say, I think they're selective. I feel like people just want something to get mad at. They chose this to get mad at. This is the way they want to be mad at. Go ahead, trip away, be mad. But for me, very, very like low controversy on that episode. It's like I don't know. I don't know what would have made it worse or not worse. It's just I don't see it. But maybe I'm ignorant. So y'all could educate me and let me know if I'm the one tripping on this one. All right. The next tip we're jumping on is a surprising tip. It's Blue Lock. I had it in the wrong order. Haha. Believe it or not, the backstory on this episode, because I thought we were gonna get more soccer, we didn't. We literally had a halftime and we took a halftime. I like everything Ego had to say, route them, finish this off. Don't let them breathe. You guys understand how what you did worked. It's gonna take improvising, it's gonna take experience. You're gonna have to crush them before they can come back. But I'm excited to see what the U20 Japan team's gonna do with Shido back. Because with that being said, moving into the backstory for Rin and Sai, I was expecting it to be way more toxic. I was expecting to be toxic, right? But it actually ended up being way more toxic than I could have imagined. But it was also toxic in a way where like I didn't see that coming. As far as I was concerned, I thought Sai did something to Rin specifically, and Rin was looking for the get back. Or Sai did something to Rin that was like unforgivable, and Rin was like, I'll make him pay for this. When I found out why Rin and Sai are on different or don't fuck with each other right now, I loved it, bro. Cause what I saw was a big brother who went to the world, got some experience, got knocked down, and decided to readjust his goals based on his new experiences. And I saw a little brother who said, well, that's fucking bullshit. Fuck your new experiences. You said you're gonna do this with me, so we're gonna do it, or else. He's like, or else. And he's like, let me show you why. And then he proceeded to show him what was up, and he ain't like it. If anything in this situation, if I'm being honest with you, between Rin and Sai, do you know who's actually the toxic one in Blue Lock Brother Bash 2? It's fucking Rin. Rin is the fucking bad guy in this story. They tried to make me believe that Atoshi Sai was some pretentious asshole jerk prick. Whole time he's a loving Oni-san with the little brother that's just that just refuses to understand reality or just be okay with what was presented to him. But hey, whatever. To each their own. It was very much one of those times where I'm like, yo, this was wild. This is way more toxic than I ever could have imagined. And the person who I thought was a perpetrator was not the fucking perpetrator. And the person who I thought, it just fucking threw me for a loop, bro. Absolutely threw me for a loop. But it's good writing, man. It's absolutely good writing. And there's nothing else to be said about it. I will also say, yo, Batra's mama. Oh my god. I knew she was bad when we saw her in his backstory episode, and she was in her little patent overalls and the light blue and being all cutesy and shit. But seeing her with Asagi's parents, I'm like, yo, that's a woman, bro. And she's out there wearing a dress, fitting that thing, filling it out. God damn. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a highlight of the whole motherfucking episode. And she was only on screen for maybe like 65 seconds, but that was 63 seconds more than I needed to get what I wanted. We was in that. Matter of fact, I need y'all to send me that in the Discord because I gotta bring that shit back. I need that as a screensaver or something. Y'all gonna be like, really? Batra's mama? Yo, what can I say? I like adult characters. We talk about it all the time. Yo, you got a MILF in these shows? Oh, sign me up. I don't give a fuck. And then in the dress? Oh, let me stop. I'm moaning too much. Let me stop. Anyways, that's the Blue Lock tip. Let me know what you guys think. Who's right, who's wrong versus in Rin versus Sai. I firmly believe that as of right now, from what we've seen depicted, I think Rin's the one being a little donk about it. He's being a little doucher, a little dipshit about it. I do think Sai is, he should have heard Sai out, but there's no reason for them to be at odds. The person to me who made the break and put them at odds is Rin for his unrealistic expectations. But whatever, I digress. Y'all let me know who y'all think is more toxic in that situation. Also, let me know who's better. Batra's mama or Chigiri's sister? Because Chigiri's sister's looking bad too. I ain't gonna hold you. Lee said that Chigiri still clears his sister though. I had to look at him funny. But I was like, you know what? That's a beautiful boy, but I'm not choosing him over his sister. But I'm definitely choosing Batra's mama over both of them. It's a wash, son. Absolute wash. All right, the next tip we're jumping on is a Bleach. In the Bleach tip, we got Shinsui back at his games. He got a good jump on the sniper, but the escalation risk of his Zanpakuto are so absolutely extreme. I love the choreography of the fight. How he was explaining how he uses the shadow clones, how he ran up on the goddamn sniper real quick. Sniper's like, oh, I get this game. Then Sensui's like, do you get this game? He's like, you don't get this game because look, I just cut you. He's like, oh shit. And then the escalation happens. He fucking ults. He's ready to fucking beef. Freaking Sniper turns into a majestic ass goddamn deer. Shensui's like, guess what, bitch? Watashi wa Bankai. And of course, his Bankai's a bad bitch. Oh, it makes so much sense. It also makes so much sense that his Bankai would be some shoddy that like a tsundere shoddy that also happens to love him. Like some people like tsundere, whatever. She cares for him though. She does. I was talking with brother Zachary earlier, and it was very much he said something. He said something that I felt, but I could not articulate well. For as good as a job as they did with Shinsui versus Sniper with his Zanpakuto and explaining the powers and really flexing how high level he is at currently using his Zanpakuto and the game that he's playing against his opponent was fan-fucking-tastic. Exactly that, they did not do that with his Bankai. Their Bankai, I don't want to say it felt rushed because I feel like that's disrespect. But I do feel like the Bankai came out and it was like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, finale. And it's like, is this actually it? Are we done here? And I felt like it was not rush. I'll say anticlimactic. No, I don't even like saying anticlimactic because that can be inflammatory in its own right. But because it's inflammatory, I'm gonna use it. It felt anticlimactic. I wanted the same fleshed out explanation for the Bankai that I got for the first game. Or the first game, you could have just let him flex and just have fun and then explain to me the Bankai. But I also feel like I'm doing that like woulda, shoulda, coulda, where, what they showed me, what they depicted, in the moment, I felt great. I loved it. Fucking solid ass episode for the week. But I did want more from the Bankai. With the Ichigo stuff, we barely got a little bit of it. We got Noi doing a little trash talking, and Ichigo like not really putting together that he's being poisoned / paralyzed. So I'm excited to see that fight continue. But I hope we go back to the Mayuri one because we thought that one was done, but I don't think it's done. So I don't know what we're gonna do next. What did you think about the new Bankai we got to see unleashed? Do you believe that the sniper is actually defeated? I think very much right now the going story is with these Quincy's. They underestimate you. You get a one up on them. They ult, and then you ult, and then somebody's gonna end up winning. You know, we saw Renji and Ishida, but Ishida took that W. We saw it with Mayuri and Perita slash the left hands. You know, we thought Mayuri had that bagged up, had it done, but we saw his Bankai get torn apart from the inside out. And yeah, I'm just what's the next iteration? Where are we going from here? So you give me the over unders on your fights. I got Mayuri for the win. I got Ichigo from the win, but I got Shinsui. I don't want to say he's gonna lose, but I think he's gonna take this dude out. But he's also done. I don't see him going forward. But it's like as head captain, it's like yo, you got to catch up, bro. You need to get to Orihime so she can reject some of the stuff out of you. But let me know what your over unders are on the fights. No spoilers, of course, please. Oh wait, there can't be spoilers. This is down here Blood War. I don't think no. Is this anime original? No, it's not anime original. Don't spoil it though. Thank you. But yeah, one of my favorite parts of Bleach, though, is always the philosophies that they're spitting, right? And the philosophy for this one is like, I feel like what it means to be the head captain and to be the one that carry the burden of Soul Society and uphold like the court guards. Like, if the best person amongst y'all says y'all go ahead, I got it. Like nobody should second guess him. That's the best of y'all. If y'all can't put your trust in him, how can y'all put your trust in each other? And I love how the captain with the bob cut with the sex with the Rihanna bob. I never remember his name, but we were talking about him earlier too, because he has a Zanpakuto that also alters illusions in reality. And he was the one like trying to spit it to him. He's not here. You know what that means? That means he trusts us. We got to keep going, and we got to have the same respect and trust him too. He gonna handle business, and we're just gonna be good. So it's like I love the philosophies that always pop up in Bleach. They do a real good job weaving it within the story, no wasting of space, and that's part of the reason why I want to. And I know I'm circling around again. I really want to know more about the Bankai. I wanted the story on the Bankai because it felt like they left a lot on the table in my opinion. But whatever. That being said, let me know what you thought about Bleach this week. Who do you think? What's the over unders for the fights? Who's winning? Who's losing? Who are we never gonna see again? Comment down below.